All right, hello and welcome. You know the deal. We are so back, and we are playing solo challenge. We have 12 generations to terraform all the planet stuff. Let's see what we have. Colonies, good. Luna, Triton, Io. If we want, based on cards, we could also swap in Miranda for big points. Anything to go with our early colonies? Usually, early colonies do well with either titanium or energy, but I don't see much of that. Some energy cards here, though. Pretty nice. Luna Metropolis scales on Earth tag, so we could always lean into that. A little discount. 2 energy is unfortunately not 3 energy, which is the break point for trading. Of course, you could go here, but it's not really that hot. I didn't see anything that made me think animals should go into play. Did I? I mean, obviously later animals could be good. If we had something that really synergized with Venus floaters, we could go Stratopolis. It's not too much here. The Earth tag for the card draw might be nice. I'm not sure about the 4 titanium if I'm not going to be doing anything titanium related early. Of course, Luna Metropolis uses titanium, and Poseidon wants titanium because a lot of the cards that provide colonies use titanium, or you can use titaniums to pay for them, but there just isn't much here. You could get more value in production here, or you could get more turn 1 from the steel production here. Going into geothermal, you could use it right away on turn 1. Though I don't really need a lot of turn 1 dollars because I don't have that much turn 1 stuff to do. So maybe we take this after all and we end up buying a colony, standard project, and we guess we can let this all live and let die here. See what this card draw is. We get a colony. Luna makes a lot of sense early. And then probably standard project for another. Now, again, Triton gives you 3 titanium back for doing it, but I don't have much to do with that. Again, I could pay for a really expensive Luna Metropolis. It just doesn't seem to make sense. So I might standard project a colony onto Io. Because it's Poseidon, we get an extra income. And then this 2 energy income is nice. It's not enough to trade. We could use titanium to trade, of course, but we wouldn't even want to do that next gen. It would only break even a little ways down the road. So let's sit on this titanium. Again, we get more if we can put a colony on Triton. We'll take heat to try and get up to this free heat income. Dirigibles are nice and something that synergizes with Stratopolis if we can get the science tags. I don't think we need to rush anything else. Media Archives, of course, would give us an income from Luna Metropolis, but itself is nothing. So let's just take the 1 card. And I think even better than dirigibles right now would be to get the break point. So we're going to buy a power plant. And that will allow us to trade very soon. This 1 heat income is adding up slowly. If we go to Io this gen with our trade, we should be able to get a heat bump, which would be nice. Plant income per colony typically pays off really well in a competitive game. It's just too expensive without any green tag synergies. Bribe committee and indentured workforce, though, I like that. Black polar dust is quite a bit of heat income, which could help us out here. So I might grab a handful of cards. Next up, we have a trade. And as I was saying, we're ready for this heat bump. So I think we just come over here for 3 energy, get a bunch of heat. That gives us another bit of heat income, which we like. We don't need titanium for anything just yet. So indentured workforce on black polar dust, perhaps just for cards. The research would open up Stratopolis, which is nice. It means that we can probably play a dirigibles and just start loading up those floaters to discount Stratopolis in the future, and then we can go nuclear in terms of Venus discounts or other floater synergies that will help us with this big Venus track. With 5 heat coming in per turn, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think it's time to get... Probably an ocean is the most flexible pick early, just down here. But then we'll want help on the Venus track. While the heat is low, Archaea Bacteria makes a lot of sense. I don't think the rest makes sense. We don't have that much energy. Do we have that many tagless cards? We have 2. We don't have a third. So this would be $13 for 3 income. That's like, but you get the point, you know? So the question is, do we have anything else to do with our money? We kind of do. It's nice to play a tagless, though. We don't normally get to play a tagless card. So we trade with Luna. We're going to get a good $12 in. We play our tagless income, get our money income a little higher. We get our Archaea Bacteria. And with what's left, we can bribe a committee, get a little bit more TR, help us get our 63 TR gold, though it has -2 points on it. So it's going to set us back just as much as it puts us forward, unfortunately. Still, nice to get a little bit of TR early here. And now we take the Venus bumps and try and get that into play. Jupiter floating stations is interesting, but ultimately it's not anything unless I have some sort of floater synergy to really pump it up. I don't think that's worth doing for $4 per turn. I'm not doing a Jovian build right now. I don't have other things to load with it. I mean, I could, of course, play Titan Air Scraping, but this is not a very efficient. It's all vanity points. So I can't invest in this. Mining area is also kind of interesting. The problem is I have no board placements, and I'm not likely to get a granary anytime soon. So really, the only thing that makes sense is import of GHG. At least that allows me to spend some titanium. But even before that, we just go research, I believe, and have a quick peek. Not bad. I still want my discount first. Then we look at the colonies. I mean, this is 4 titanium going on 5. It's probably still best to let it build up one more turn, let it max out, and for now we'll just get that extra heat income. I still only have the 1 earth tag from the start, so a little bit more heat income it is. Deimos will give us a placement bonus, but honestly, it's a little underwhelming given that we don't really need that much heat. It's just a placement, and we can't even put it over here in a little pocket. So, looking for Venus cards, looking for a placement, which is nice. A little discount card, discount on everything, little science. I could use titanium over here, I'd rather not. A little bit of ocean, that's fine. This is our opportunity to get 5 titanium. Again, I could have built a colony, but to what end, of course. And I think we play the Deimos down, if anything, just for the steel. Now the question is, first, do I play water and put the Deimos down beside it? Because I could do that here, or I could Deimos down just for 2 plants or something. I think for now, a little bit of water is nice. We're giving up on 1 adjacency here, but that's okay. The heat is now amazing. And now we have all that steel to make this city really strong. And if we have the floaters, we may as well get Stratopolis in play. That gives us a little bit more income. And again, dirigibles can really come together for us. If our heat stays high as well, I mean, it's only Gen 6, if you'd believe it. 28 TR on Gen 6. We could get the Meltworks going, but right now, 5 heat per turn is quite a bit. We do have Io in play, the colony to go visit, so... You know, maybe we have plenty of heat. Now, Titan Shuttles would open up some play. for those Jovians we were talking about earlier, but for us it's really nothing. Luna Governor might be worth doing if we get lucky in the next couple turns. Boom, boom, boom. And then a plantation is just really cheap. Greenery standard project as far as I'm concerned. So we already have $15 off the next Venus tag card. Unfortunately, I have to standard project my way to Venus right now because I'm just not getting any cards for it. And then do we want money or do we want... What do we want? Just a little bit of heat, I guess. For now, we just get more of this. If I had a card that used steel, I might play the Meltworks. I probably can play the Meltworks. It just feels like it doesn't do anything for me. Plantation here and then there. Again, we're giving up on an adjacency in the future, but at least we get a little bit of terraforming tempo. Yeah, I'm just not sure about the Meltworks. I'm gonna let it lie for a minute here. Maybe I'll take one more ocean just to keep us moving. Media Group is at least an Earth tag. Miranda multiplies off Earth tags. Energy based on science tags. We're really close. So a lot of interesting pieces here, but we're just missing one Earth tag to really set it off. We're missing, you know, one science tag to multiply our energy by 2. Like, there's a lot here. We have $1 million worth of Venus stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I could standard project an ocean. Just for a card. Potatoes. Not really what I was looking for, but I'll play it. Whatever. Yeah, this sucks. This is absolutely atrocious. I'm just gonna buy 2 Venus bumps because the game is refusing to give us things to do. We have a couple of combo pieces, but they all rely on us getting a few things off the ground. Now, some microbes are nice. Some energy is okay. Large convoy for later, fine. Again, this is a Venus card, so at least it's free because I can use the floaters on it. And this is card draw. Maybe I focus on card draw for a turn. Not much titanium to be had right now. I could buy a colony on it. It's generation 9. There's probably still time for that to pay off. Again, I get 3 titanium back right away, and because I'm trading with it, I'm getting a 4th. Which feels reasonable. If I play a space event here, I'm gonna make some money. I would have loved to do that for 1-point animals, but this game has not been so kind. Shuttles at 5% is nice. Earth Elevator is a Earth tag, which I've been complaining about not having, but it's not one I intend to play. It would be a very expensive thing. Yeah, let's just put it at that. I buy another Venus bump. Okay, we continue the standard projects, and I have the extra heat. But again, I don't have building tags worth playing. So yeah, I mean, there's a building tag that will soon be playable. There's a 1-point animal now that I've locked in everything. This almost feels cruel. This almost feels cruel, but of course it's not. It's just median luck, maybe. Another space discount. Just for the sake of breaking my deadlock, there's the Earth Elevator. There's the lunar governor. And now I'm going to sell some cards that I'm never going to play. Air scraping, tilt stations. I'm missing one, right? Oh no, I'm good. So then Lunar Metropolis is now worth 6 income, and it has 2 points on it. So this will bring our VP total way up because we got a 4-point Earth Elevator and a Lunar Metropolis. But neither, like, our income went way up, but it cost us so more. Those are net negatives on our economy. We just, you know, we just wanted to break through there and get our points up a little bit. It's not negative, but we did get points. So it is what it is. Atmos Scoop, not bad. Still not a Venus tag, though. Urbanized area is kind of cute on this map, just because we can get in here, get a card, get a placement. Yikes. Okay. Trade, I mean, 2 titanium, 1 billion heat, but again, I can turn that heat into steel, I guess. I kind of already have it, but sure. $3, turn some heat into steel. I don't want to do that unless I have more energy, and I can't get more energy unless the oxygen's higher. I can't get more unless. So, okay, 2 Venus bumps. I think it's time to start putting floaters onto Stratopolis, just because I'm not seeming to get another Venus tag at this point, and at least that way I get some points. I mean, I'm very likely to get windmills here. Okay, an aquifer here, perhaps. Ocean Sesame, you know, placement bonus, energy income bonus. This is $6 back, so $7 to get $6 back next turn. Fine. Immigrant City, I didn't even realize that. We didn't have the energy to play it, but could have gotten income off of something here. I could sell these cards and get a greenery this turn, which gives us a heat bump. Honestly, it's kind of, I hate it because I want the Immigrant City for really good, cheap points. Maybe these two then, because at this point the energy is just nothing. It's just nothing. So this gets me a greenery earlier. That gives me a heat bump. And yeah, I don't know. We're also 2 heat away technically from a heat bump, which is kind of annoying. Ice cap melting though is a godsend. This is a Venus bump, but unfortunately it would have been a Venus bump per generation ever since I buy it, and I could load it with 2 every generation. But you know, I'm gonna take it because it's free to play and I can get a Venus bump from it, but it's like, man, I could have used this so many times. Heat trapping is interesting. It kind of means that I could consider going here, but not really. So let's grab that. This is played for free using floaters. Then we bump. You know, we have $73, which is great, but I'm worried that the rest of what we have is just not that much. Just not that much. Trade $9. Again, all this extra titanium production we have is doing us no favors. We need 5 oxygen bumps. 1, 2. So we get 3 plants over here and 2 plants there. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. if I get enough rebate money, that works for the 5th. Though honestly, I could just Immigrant City here. I mean, up here is nice too because you get the adjacencies, but we go there, then I can greenery down here. I know there was a ocean spot there for 2 plants as well, but I need so many greeneries anyway. And so much Venus, and still some heat bumps and everything else, which, I mean, I'm sure someone has done the math at this point. We had the combos set up. We were ready to do it. We just were not offered... We were not offered the cards that we needed to get this run over the line. We had to force the Earth Tag economy at the end just to get any measurable points. We still have 8 times 3, $24 worth of Venus floaters. So close on the TR as well, which is painful. $15 worth of titanium. Just a painful run. And we didn't even have planted come this game. This was a stinker, a stinky run. No card luck whatsoever. Even the start, like, it just goes to show how strong Poseidon is, that we were able to just get a colony for free on Luna, get a colony for free on Io, or not for free on Io, but standard project a colony on Io, standard project an energy so that we can trade with it, and then still have a reasonable game. Like, I was standard projecting, like, I was so far ahead on Generation 6. I said, look at the heat, it's halfway done, our economy's strong, it's Generation 6, we're building up all these extra floaters. If we can just get a Venus benefit, we are so there. If we can hit a Earth tag, we're so there. If we can hit a science tag, we get all the energy. All of those things were just set and ready to go. But none of them were able to hit over the course of 6 more drafts. And we still almost got 63 TR. We are far from terraforming. 5 steps, that's quite a bit of money. 45 here, another like 40-ish over here, let's say. So, you know, like $100 away. But considering how many standard projects we took, it's a wonder that we got as many points as we did. We almost got to 63 TR. Everything worked out just because Poseidon. Like, it's a bit crazy how well that bonus can do, even in a solo game with just a couple of decent colonies. But again, we weren't offered space tags. We weren't even offered a colony card. Like, this was a bit over the top stinky luck. I'm just letting the runtime here pad out a little bit, so it's not a 18-minute run. Everyone knows it went terribly, but like, damn, Daniel. I think we played this really well, actually. Despite the fact that we lost, I think that the fact that we are very close on TR, we are very close on points, and we are very close on the full terraform, and we have all these resources that we're ready to combo up, and we were this close. Like, we just couldn't hit the combo, but we did everything we needed to do. We were ready for success. We were ready for opportunity to strike. It just didn't. See you next time. Ciao for now.